Hello everyone out there in the internet, I am Jack of all trades. No, it's on the internet. Hello everyone out there on the internet, I am Jack of all trades and we're here for Season 5, Episode 11, Episode 99 overall of My Hero Academia, Our Brawl. So we'll be picking up exactly where we left off with just an all-out brawl of our two teams. Just want to quickly remind everyone watching, please keep the comments below spoiler-free. Basically, I have read the first 9 volumes of Vigilantes, the first 4 volumes of School Briefs, up to as far through the volumes as the anime has gotten, so a few chapters into number 23, and you can address the events of the 2 movies. Other than that, please keep the comments spoiler-free. Raul Kumar Das, apologies if I mispronounced that. Thank you for putting a spoiler warning at the start of your comment so that I didn't read below and anyone who wanted to avoid spoilers didn't see it, so thanks for putting that warning. But in future, going forward, I'm not going to delete that comment, but I will be enforcing a no spoilers, no manga spoilers policy going forward. Just to keep this space safe for me not learning anything spoilery and anyone else watching this, any other anime onlys. I want this to be you can discuss everything down below, ideally without the risk of it being spoiled by manga readers. But again, we're on Season 5, and all you manga readers who watch my stuff and comment below have been amazing at not spoiling me or anyone else. Thanks. Just want to remind people, keep the comments spoiler-free. And a few quick orders of business before I start up the episode. Happy Pride Month, everyone! The first video of this month. Put up the big flag in the background now. Also, for those that asked and were following my The Promised Neverland Season 2 reactions, just got my hands on Volume 19's English release, so I said I'd do videos of my thoughts of the manga. So now that I'm getting it somewhat live, again, the manga is finished, but the English release in volumes is how I read it, so I just got my hands on this, so I will be releasing a video in the next 2 weeks or so, covering my thoughts on this volume. And then when Volume 20 comes out, the final volume, that one, and then I'll do a wee series breaking down the manga and my thoughts and why Season 2 was so bad. That's a whole other rabbit hole, though. Hi, I'm recording this after I've recorded the rest of the episode. Another little thing I meant to mention at the start. I finished university 2 days ago as of recording, so I'm gonna have more time to work on this channel and videos and content for all of you. So like I said, I'm going to be doing some Promised Neverland manga stuff soon for this volume, and then when Volume 20 comes out, and then a bit of a retrospective series. I'll do, spend a month or something just talking about the Promised Neverland manga. Because of university, there's a bunch of things I wanted to react to and cover and talk about that I just didn't have the time to. I went and saw the Demon Slayer Mugen Train film, so I'd quite like to do a video talking about my thoughts on that, and now I'm up to date with Demon Slayer, so I can potentially follow that as the next season comes out. Infinity Train Book 4 came out. I've not seen it yet. The 3rd episode of Adventure Time Distant Lands came out, and I haven't had a chance to watch that yet. I'd love to cover that. As a big fan of animation, Love, Death and Robots, the 2nd season came out, and I have some thoughts on that I'd quite like to share and talk about. This year is the 35th anniversary of JoJo. There was the big event for that where they announced Part 6 is coming, which is very exciting. As someone who is not a manga reader, has only watched the show, I've done some videos on JoJo before that I filmed right after I had binged the whole series, and I think I was a bit harsh on some points. Having rewatched the whole series a few times since making those videos, my thoughts have changed. I'd quite like to do an updated video of my thoughts on JoJo's and each part, because, man, I was really harsh on Part 5 for some reason back then. But no, I've got a bunch of video ideas and stuff. Again, all the Disney Plus Marvel shows and stuff that happened. I fit DuckTales Season 3, the final season ended on Disney Plus, that happened recently. Beastars, I think, ended its run recently. The 2nd season of the anime finished recently, which means it should be coming to Netflix soon, which means I will have access to it. Hi, I'm in the UK. So I don't know if I'd necessarily do reactions to Beastars, but I'd definitely like to discuss it. There's a bunch of stuff that I've missed out on, so in the coming months, I've got some catching up to do. There's going to be a lot. There's going to be more content coming out. Some week there'll be more than one video a week for a little bit. Back to the video. And lastly, go check out the YouTube channel Dr. Knealetapus and the Saloonatics, linked to their latest upload at the time of this going live in the top corner. A few months back, I joined the Disney Plus Pals podcast on their channel, where we covered Falcon and the Winter Soldier, then we did a month of everyone getting to pick something different to cover, but with the premiere of Loki on Disney Plus on Wednesday, we will be covering that episode to episode as they come out. It's been a fair bit of fun, and I am very much looking forward to Loki. Right, well, without any further ado, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. Let me find to sync up. Nice. Okay, here we go. Okay, got a bit of a recap. Having rewatched last week's episode a few times, I think at this moment Monoma has Poltergeist and Shinso's brainwashing. Because before the match, well, once the match had started, but before the teams clashed, he was asking Shinso, so how did you make Midoriya respond to you? How did you get that to work? And Shinso says, oh, well, I insulted his teammate, I insulted his friend, Ojiro. So then, when Monoma finds Midoriya in the fight last episode, he goes hard on insulting Bakugo, just to get him, goad him into responding, which he wouldn't, well, he would do, in general, but he's doing it specifically to get the chance to brainwash him. Okay. Right. Thanks for the comments as well last week, pointing out Aizawa's idea of just letting the match continue now that the teachers are present and they can intervene as soon as they need to. A fair point, it's not as dangerous as I thought. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the class's thoughts are going to be on Midoriya's new power set, because there's no way that's gone unnoticed. We had all the introductions to 1B's quirks last week, so there's going to be no sort of surprises out of nowhere on that front, except maybe from Monoma if he's copied the rest of his team's quirks, perhaps. He can play around with that. And again, this is episode 11, so in the next episode or two, we'll be getting a new intro and outro, so that's going to be fun. Again, I like this one. It's not one of the best, but it's not bad. It's a fun song. The footage, the video to accompany it is okay. The basic bits of everyone stretching and just some simple animation loops and stuff is fine, but then you get the awesome tracking shot through the environment of 1A all using their quirks. We'll continue the 5th match. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, Vlad is questioning that decision. Cool. Nice. We want to highlight those two, but no, everyone else as well is fighting to win here. Yeah. Oh, you know that, Alma. You've seen him drunk before. Go read the School Briefs light novels. They're great. Okay. Yeah, he's been training as well. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yes, give us Midoriya trying to win without using his quirk. Oh, okay. That would have been an interesting development. Incorporating a hint of Yusei Run in this track. Very nice. Because we haven't heard that in ages. Oh, that was so cool. Oh. Oh, way to go, Mineta. Right. Oh, and to propel himself. That's great. But, sorry, everyone, I forget her name. The size quirk girl just touched a bit of gravel and made a shield out of it by dicing it up. Everyone's doing great with their quirks here. Hmm. What's Bakugo thinking? Okay. Is he gonna try and copy Midoriya? I'm not meant to be the protagonist. Oh. Oh. And that's the role he is determined to play. Oh, he has it. He already copied it? Oh, he can't. Okay. Okay. What are the limitations to this? This has big implications. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well done, Uraraka, but I wanted to see what would happen. It was a blank. Okay. That was brought up before. Cool. Oh, oh, oh. Hand-to-hand combat. Here we go. And he's lost the vocal cords. There we go. It's the rematch. It's the thing on the cover. Come on. Yes. Thank you for acknowledging him. Him training Shinso. Oh my god. Yes. How do you use this thing? 6 years. Okay. With his hair tied back. Again, check out Vigilantes for Eraserhead in high school. It's great and tragic, and I love it. Here we go. Oh! Bring down the building? Yeah. Yeah. Like the shadows under the eyes. There's a little reminiscent. Oh, 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 oh! Okay. Using the black whip, I believe it was called. I wasn't expecting him to start using it so soon. You got over that quickly, but okay. I like that in amongst the black texture to them, you get brief glimpses of the other rainbow colors of One for All. That's very nice little touch. Oh, something happened there. Cool. Good limitation to enforce. Nice. Okay. I would have been a little concerned if he was just able to use it now because of those words of the previous holder. But no, we're establishing it is too strong for him to properly use for now. We need to up his average percentage. Back down to 8. Okay. Okay. Limiting yourself. Let's stick to that. Cool. Using it to Tarzan around. Purple hair, hermit purple. Cool. Come on, Shinso. We're hoping for victory. Oh, and a rock. Oh. Yeah. Hence the 3 pocket watches, right? Yeah. Oh, I didn't notice he had Kodai's size. Then brainwashing as well. Okay. Yeah. Was that why he was flaunting them earlier to make you think he had 3? Right. What's he done? Doing as he said for the good of the team. Nice use of the CG. Oh, that's so cool. Shinso is so cool now. Oh, here he comes. Twin impact. He did. He took basically the whole team. He took everyone's quirks. I'll copy them. Nice. Here's your chance. Just like he was saying earlier, he didn't want to waste the chance Monoma gave him. The opening. Oh. Oh, nice cut to the blow there. Kodai trapped with Mineta's balls. But Shinso's the last man standing on his team, so I'm proud of him for that. Ah, the Persona chords. And that, in his voice there. Oh. Who's running commentary right now? Oh, nice. That's why we brought Midnight. So we'd have a member of staff left behind. Okay. But 1B put up a great showing. Shinso as well. I hope he gets into the course from this. She's actually crying. Okay. Yeah! Explain to us. Tell everyone, please. I forget what this track is called, but it's a great tune. For the wee sort of emotional moments. Yeah. But he passed! He passed! Nice. Is that the first time we've heard Aizawa say Plus Ultra? I'm not sure. Possibly. Okay. Cool. I like that we took that whole episode to deal with the brawl. I was expecting it to be the first half and then we'd deal with cooldown and everything after. But I basically took the whole thing because there was a fair bit going on amid the chaos. As usual, I wish we got a bit more of 1B, the rest, Shoda, Yanagi, and Kodai. But there, to be fair, there wasn't much more you could do with them. Over the space of the 2 episodes, they got plenty of spotlight, and seeing the versatility of their quirks and everything. And Monoma having that fourth card up his sleeve. Again, 3 pocket watches, 3 is to keep track of that. But keeping it secret, he has a 4th one, and it means that enemies can't see how much time he has left on a 4th one and stuff. Nice, clever, well thought out. And Twin Impact. Yeah, Monoma, 5 people on the team, Monoma's just a copy, and he copied all 4. Nice. But the use of that Twin Impact remotely, he was just waiting for a moment to fire another punch on Midoriya in the hope it would provide an opening for Shinso. Nice. Post-credits? Nope, just a preview. Okay, that was episode 99. Next week, episode 100 of My Hero Academia. Wow. Okay. Not too much to talk about on this episode. As usual, while editing, I will read the chapter or 2 or 3 or however much to where this episode ends. And if there's anything important I missed, I will have thrown it up on screen already. This was cool. Great Shinso stuff. Great Shinso animation. That tracking shot they did with the CG through the pipes and everything of him swinging around with the scarf. And Midori like catching and countering using the black whip. I like that we got to see a clip of Aizawa training him as well. That was a nice little flashback there. But he got a passing grade, so does that mean he's in the hero course now? If so, as it was presented to us back before the sports festival, he'd said he wanted in to the course, and to do that they would need to make room and kick people out. So ideally, I'm sorry Mineta, but swap him out for Mineta. That way you keep the color balance of all the characters' hairs right, because it's purple for purple. But if we can just slide an extra desk and chair into 1A somewhere, that'd be great. But it is a block of 20 characters already, so making it an odd number might throw you off a wee bit. I want him in 1A just because 1A is the class that gets the most focus. So it'd be cool to get more of him and just the interactions with everyone else. And we know in Heights Alliance, there's a few empty rooms, so we could move in with them at least. But if he ends up in 1B, that's cool, and it makes me think that now that we've had the introductions to all of 1B and all their quirks and everything, if Shinso is now put in 1B, that gives us all the more reason to spend more time with 1B going forward, which would be nice. Because again, we've just had this whole arc, and again, it's crazy to think this was all set in the space of one day. We just had this whole arc with 1B introducing all their quirks and everything, and more of them as characters and stuff, and I think it'd be a waste if we don't see much of them again going forward. So having Shinso in 1B would give us all the more reason to give 1B more spotlight. And again, I would very much like to see more Shinso and Monoma interactions, because we got a bit of inner monologue from Monoma there about the body he was born with and his quirk and everything, just as Uraraka was throwing him in the cell. And from the format of the rest of this arc, I wasn't expecting actual like backstory and development and character building for Nato Monoma. It was like, yeah, everyone else, I think at most you could argue Kendo, I suppose, because of her like rivalry with Momo being brought up before the fight, and then after the fight, it's like, oh, even though we won, I don't feel like we won, so that you outsmarted me. I don't know. I'd be happy with either class. 1A would be amazing, but 1B would be good for the story, because it means that we can get 1B some more screen time via, through, and alongside Shinso. But I hope we find out about that next episode. In terms of being at school tomorrow, give us everyone's grades, how well they performed in this, and what's happening with Shinso going forward. Yeah, this episode, great fun. I think now that we've finished all the matches, let me just quickly throw up my rankings. I think my least favorite was the second match. I think there was just wasted potential there. We could have done, I feel, a lot more with Manga's quirk. Komori was fun, but once she got into the fight, not much was done. It was just sort of mushrooms on the characters and environments. Just keep doing that the whole time. The little bit right at the end, making mushrooms grow in Tokiyami's throat, was grim and feels like something you perhaps should have done earlier, but equally, as the stakes escalated, she did so accordingly. And Kendo v Momo could have been handled a little better. You could have teased that she was building something behind the shield and she was stalling, so she had time to make the cannon to launch her bag of stuff. But Tokiyami was great in that. against Koroiro. That was fun. But ultimately, I think that was my least favorite of the 5. Fourth place, I think I'll give to the rest of the fights. I really enjoyed. The second one was the only letdown, I feel. So spitballing, I'm just gonna say the first match in fourth place. I really enjoyed the first match. Go back and watch my reactions to that. I loved that, and I feel like that was the most interesting with how all the quirks bounced off each other and setting up how this arc was going to play out. That was a lot of fun. Then we had, I think I'll give it to the fifth match, ignoring the Black Whip, One for All, world building, lore, crazy development. Ignoring that and just on the rest of the fight. Though, again, at the critique at the end there, they took that into account and everything that we did to deal with that. I think that'll take my third. And then back goes to the fourth match. It's great that it was over so quickly, but I wish it had been longer. I wish we'd seen more. But it makes sense, and everything for the story and for the characters, that it was over that quickly. But number one, still my favorite. Match 3. Match 3 was a lot of fun. with it being a tie, I liked that change to things, and it being running out the clock was the only reason it was a tie and everything. Each team capturing 1. Juzo is great. You have your Monoma, your Tetsu, your Kendo, so your leads of 1B. Of the rest of the class, Juzo was probably one of my favorites up to this point, and now here it's a great quirk. The animation on him and Ida was phenomenal that episode. I could praise that third match for a while. But again, if you want to see my thoughts on that as it happens, go back in the playlist and check out my thoughts. Yeah, coming to the end of an arc, ready to start the next. Until next week, I have been Jack of all trades. See you then.